I've been discussing about Apple in the lead up to WWDC, and today we can finally delve into the major highlights from Apple's recent WWDC event. And believe me, there's a wealth of information to explore, from innovative AI demonstrations to significant Siri updates and various devices updates. We will also analyze the implications for Apple stock prices. Hey everyone, I'm Jun, a researcher with Dxpert. Let's jump right in. Apple's WWDC event was all about boosting consumer privacy and some other devices upgrade, which was pretty much in line with what the media has been saying. Well, no jaw droppers there, but as Bloomberg pointed out, one thing that really caught our eye was the rollout of cool generative AI features for devices with Apple's A17 Pro and M-series chip. This could totally tempt Apple fans into upgrading their gadgets. Diving into some juicy IDC smartphone data, it can be seen that less than 10% of iPhones out there are rocking the A17 Pro chip, plus a whopping 40% of Apple's over 1 billion active smartphones are iPhone 12 or older. There's a whole lot of potential for upgrades. Obviously, betting that younger crowd will jump on the AI bandwagon first shouldn't be too hard, especially for fun features like emoji generation and note summarization. So, if you are one of those tech-savvy early birds, get ready to play with some sweet new toys. Another standout moment from Apple's keynote was the announcement of their partnership with OpenAI. Apple showed off how ChatGPT 4o will seamlessly integrate across apps and through Siri. From the demo, ChatGPT is set to handle tasks that Apple's own AI tools, Apple's Intelligent, aren't geared for. iOS 18 will first ask users for permission to send inquiries to OpenAI. This is likely to be a huge draw for users considering an upgrade. And for OpenAI, these partnerships could widen the gap between them and other AI startups by tapping into Apple's massive user base. Beyond the OpenAI collaboration, Siri got one of the most significant upgrades. Now able to perform actions across both first and third-party apps, Siri will also be able to leverage on-screen content and personal information for a more customized user experience. Apple also showcased a variety of cross-app writing tools capable of generating, summarizing, and altering the tone of text. And let's talk about the new calculator app. It looks simple, but it's mind-blowingly awesome. And it can automatically understand equations and even generate graphs based on them. I'm one who had studied math and engineering previously, and I had to rely on third-party apps like Wolfram Alpha to do this. So this upgraded calculator app makes learning and applying math much easier. The new operating system are also set to prioritize notifications, create images and emojis, and transcribe and summarize voice recording and phone calls. While all may look cool, Apple's limited use of OpenAI's foundational model leaves the door open for Google Gemini, especially considering their existing default browser agreement. Apple's preference for its own on-device foundational model, which can identify information on the user screen and take related actions, show us the company's desire to maintain control over inferencing on its own devices. During the WWDC event, Apple highlighted App Intent and a semantic index framework for on-device execution, showcasing how this foundational model handles tasks like email summaries, calendar management, and image editing. Although Apple has developed an in-house generative AI model for core apps, it is unlikely to change its default browser search on iOS devices due to the substantial revenue it received from Alphabet. Apple also introduced its private cloud compute infrastructure, which, while smaller than that of its rivals, indicate the company's cautious approach. Nonetheless, Apple is expected to expand its model integration to include Google Gemini and Anthropic Cloud to avoid over-reliance on OpenAI. In the context of trading, recent price action suggests a decisive breakout from the rectangle consolidation that has persisted since the middle of 2023, accompanied by above-average volume. This signals a likely continuation to the upside for prices. However, it's still prudent to wait for a throwback to the resistance support line at around $200 before making any trades. Remember, risk management is always crucial. Meanwhile, let's see what analysts from various investment banks have to say about Apple shares. Most targets are above $200, with Barclays being the outlier with a lower target of $164. The highest target comes from Goldman Sachs analyst Michael Ng, who says it at $238. While only time will tell where prices are headed, these targets align with the technical charts suggesting Apple's shares will most likely stay above $200. To wrap things up, Apple's innovative strides in AI and privacy, coupled with positive market sentiment and technical indicators, paint a promising picture for the company's future. As always, keep an eye on both fundamental developments and technical signals is key to making informed trading decisions. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you found today's video insightful. Everything I've shared comes from a mix of research and my own perspective. Remember, when it comes to trading or investing, always do your own homework and stay aware of the risks. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please subscribe, share, and hit that like button. You can quickly access to all our channels by scanning the QR code. Take care, and I'll see you in the next episode.